I just showed you the time. It's 5:29 a.m. Do I enjoy waking up this early looking like this tired? I don't. But I've been doing this majority of my life. I know people don't want to wake up and make it a habit. And they be talking about it takes 21 days to build a new habit. I heard the other day it takes 66 days to build a habit. It takes 1 second to build a new habit, I'm telling you. If you want to do it, you're going to make it happen. You don't need to wait for 21 days for it to stick. You're going to make it stick in your mind. When you make it stick in your mind, then everything else going to follow through. Forget the days. To me, that's just a streak. It takes 1 second to make a decision, 1 second to get out of bed, 1 second to stop scrolling, 1 second to say, oh, I'm going to do this, or, oh, I'm going to do that. That don't happen on day 21 automatically. It's not when it feels automatic. It's not when it feels easy. The habits start the second you choose differently. The second, literally the 1 second. It don't take automatically 21 days. Then you're like, oh, okay, this is what we're going to be doing. No, the second you choose differently is when the habit starts. And following up consistently is part of building that habit. Throughout our lives, we've been taught that habits are built by time. Yes, time strengthens the habit, repetition reinforces it, but the habit itself, that's the decision. You're not waking up on day 21 and all of a sudden you're disciplined by magic. You become disciplined the first time you act like someone who is. If you're in the gym, the first rep begins that habit. If you're trying to get healthy, that first healthy meal you take is that habit. If you're trying to get that A on a test, the first time you study instead of procrastinating is that habit. And then everything that follows after that is the proof in the pudding. A lot of people get it wrong though. They're waiting to feel ready. Some of them are waiting for some type of motivation. Some of them are waiting for some type of momentum. But momentum is never gonna create that action. You need action actually to create momentum. And action only requires 1 second of courage. You don't need to be the most bravest soldier on the planet. You just need to act. For 1 second, you just need to put your first foot forward. And that's how momentum builds. How do you think we get faster? Literally, how do you think people get faster in a race? So you don't need 30 days of confidence. You just need a second of bravery. 1 second, like I said, if you're trying to get in that gym, it just take 1 second to walk in the gym the day you don't feel like it. It take 1 second to send that application to get that new job you want. It take 1 second to have that hard conversation. It take 1 second to start all of this. That's it. And the deepest part is when you take that 1 second, you're not just doing a task. You're essentially casting a vote for who you are. So every time you show up, you're telling yourself, oh, I'm the person that trains if you're trying to get into the gym. Or, oh, I'm that person that keeps promises to himself. Or, oh, I'm that kind of person who doesn't fold. So that identity isn't built in 90 days. It's built momentarily leading up to those 90 days, 120 days, 180 days, whatever the case may be. Some people think consistency means to never miss. That's not the case at all. Consistency is deciding again and again and again. And each time when you decide, it takes 1 second. It doesn't take 60 days to make a decision. No, it takes 1 second. So you don't have to worry about how long it takes to build a habit. You don't got to count the days. You don't got to count the amount of decisions you have to make because the habits aren't built based off looking at the calendar. It's built the second you decide to make that decision. The second you choose, the second you tell yourself, this is what my life is going to be. And if you can win that second, everything changes from there. 1 second. 1 second. The motto I have in my life is to show up. Showing up is half the battle. And it takes 1 second. Simple as that.